has to win this match. So we have on the top right our friend Lorimbo. He is the Italian maestro of the Infernals, and on the lower side on the left we have NukeOfficial, also playing as the Infernal host. Is gonna get a cutoff here. The main idea with this strategy is you get the Conclave out, and then you get an Item Vault, and potentially the theory versus theory build indeed, because you can potentially get a meat farm there to grab this resource camp. I can see on the other side, it is the exact same build order. You have a Conclave, you have an Item Vault, you're gonna be eventually, and as quickly as you possibly can, grabbing the speed camp, and then going for the vision camp, and potentially the resource camps on the middle, and have control of the map. Neither of the players went for a variation that has a meat farm over to this side, where you produce a brute and then grab the brute, or with the gaunt itself, and then pull that creep into the meat farm to start getting those on. But we'll see what happens. Here we have a Shroud Stone. So it seems like Lorimbo, at least in theory, in the abstract, is liking the idea of having a Shroud Stone far more than having a meat farm or some other type of assistance. So he's going to be using his gun here to egg on the speed camp and push them on that side. Of course, after you get outside of the leash range, they're just gonna go and pull back, but thanks to the slow, you can pretty much kite them all the way through, and you can see that Lorimbo is doing exactly that. On the other side, we can see a similar process happening just without the Shroud Stone, and I'm really interested to see what he will do with this Shroud Stone. Obviously, you get the quick kill, and do you transition immediately into trying to get the Vision Camp with the Shroud Stone as well? Yeah, you're gonna bring it in, and now the Shroud Stone is gonna be dealing damage as well, so you get quicker kills here, and less of a chance that you actually lose your fiends on that side of the map. Now both players are going to want to go for the middle. We actually see that Lorimbo scouts the middle but doesn't see anything. The NukeOfficial scouts here and sees no expansion, but sees that it is the same build as his, and will now kill the imp that was going for the expansion. He has free reign on the open side. Lorimbo, for his part, he actually got a couple more fiends by killing the resources there, and he now wants to protect his base using what he has on the field. But the imps dying here on the side of Lorimbo could be very bad. It would mean that there are more fiends on the side of NukeOfficial if this gets into more and more rush. So fiends now being traded. The fiends for NukeOfficial continue to exist. Lorimbo actually splits the brutes here to try and get an advantage on the numerical fight, and now it's Gaunt versus Gaunt, and Lorimbo has enough to protect here, but NukeOfficial is feeling quite a bit better. I think he's gonna be able to expand. He has more workers, I believe, so 10 workers to 8 workers there and 3 going here. The expansion just very quick on the side of NukeOfficial, and it will be actually protected from anything that Lorimbo tries to throw out there. However, Lorimbo has been able to get a few more resources through the camps. Both of the middle of the map resource camps went to the side of Lorimbo, as well as his own resource camp. So he's feeling pretty good about that, but we'll have to see once the expansions go up and we see the transition into the gun drops, who is going to be able to get the most out of those. Now then, both players microing up and seeing what they're able to get out of here. The creeps on the map are going to remain there for at least 1 minute and a little bit more. There are only the health camps left, and those do provide a good amount of resources, thanks to the fact that they are level 2. But that alone doesn't mean that you're going to be safe by just taking those health camps. Lorimbo, for his part, is having a little bit more of an exposed expansion. It's not too terrible. Obviously, he's not going to be attacked right now, but it's still kind of unfortunate when you look at the status overall that you ended up having to lose a couple of imps to be able to sustain yourself for that fight. Good work there. That was a nice little bit of play. Maybe you didn't catch it, but there are those little green health plants that spawn near each other's bases in Broken Crowns. And really nice little heads-up plays. Some of the things that could end up giving you an advantage is to go to your opponent's side and actually kill that little thing before your opponent can use it, because some players, and I think at the very high level pretty much all players, are very cognizant of the fact that you have those little green plants to replenish your health. So you can see it right there. This is actually once it comes apart, but they stay out for quite a bit longer, and then you can retake them. So now there is a big push coming for the side of Nuke, who at the moment all of the camps are going to be refreshing. So this type of push, I think, is mostly concentrated on trying to deny any type of creep that Lorimbo wants to do on the next half of the sort of match that is happening here. He actually loses 2 brutes while trying to destroy the Iron Forge, and I don't know if that was the best decision in terms of what you get out of it. Now fighting on the choke, and the Gaunt versus Gaunt battle is going to continue on for quite a while, but the Iron Vault here is going to go down. Oh my god, that's a big bug that unfortunately is going to cost Lorimbo one of the brutes. I'm sure he's molding on stream about it, but one of the brutes that Lorimbo has ended up getting stuck on the low ground because he rallied onto this side with the Iron Vault, and it ended up dropping the poor little fellow on this side, and he's a little stuck on there. Otherwise, we have a really good push coming here, and you can see NukeOfficial now. He has the map control, and he's going to make use of it. He's going to grab the 2 resource camps in the middle. He wasn't able to do that at the start of the game when Lorimbo decided to do it. But there is also a drop coming here from Lorimbo. It's full of gaunts. It is going to get spotted, I think, by the Iron Vault, but the question is not whether or not it is spotted, it is what can you do about it. So Shroudstone is already up there. Shroudstone Manifestation immediately goes up to try and kill it, and it might. It is very low health, and it is going to be going down at about 2 per because of Infest, and that's enough. And Lorimbo says GG, he lost the